Yo, let's unbox the new XTool F2 Ultra with the AP2 air filter. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Big Brando, and you're about to watch me unbox and set up this monster right here. This is the XTool F2 Ultra laser. But not only the laser, I also got the Safety Pro AP2 air filter, because I don't have any open windows in this space right here where I can send the exhaust out, so I had to get the air filter also. Now, before we get into the unboxing, let's talk a little bit why I got this laser. For a very long time, I've been using a friend's laser, so I'm not brand new to it, but I am gonna take the approach of being brand new to this laser right here. I have dabbled with the XTool platform before, and I've used the homie's laser for wood, leather-bound books, leather goods, a little bit of acrylic, and doing tumblers. So what I did was I got my own laser so I could do all of those things on my own. I don't plan on doing anything big, but this fit my workspace right here exactly for what I need it for. A few things I wanted to touch on is this thing comes packaged up perfectly. Foam is cut specifically for this thing. They make the instructions wildly easy to pull it out the box, do things step by step, and they set you up for success. So I give it to XTool for being very user-friendly when it comes to just unboxing and getting it set up. Second thing is the instructions are dummy-friendly. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into this thinking I know everything. I'm going into this with an open mind, and I'm treating it as a beginner. I don't know everything about lasers, so I'm gonna go through this thing step by step. So now I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you exactly how I unbox this thing. I did it on my own. It is fairly heavy, but I was able to muscle it up out of the box and get it all set up thanks to the XTool instructions. So let's get into it. All right, so I wanted to throw the microphone on so you could see this. This is like perfectly packaged up. So everything that I was doing was basically reading this little list right here that they give you. So let me show you that. Basically just follow these instructions. So I'm right here where I just loosened up the Velcro straps that's holding that thing on. Now I'm gonna tear off the tape and unbag this thing. So I'm gonna roll this out so you can see what it is. It also came with this box of tools and other things, but let's just unbag this thing so you can see it right now. All right, so we got the Velcro straps. We took those off. We'll remove these. Now to unbag this thing, it says you gotta tear off the tape. Here's the instructions of where the tape is located. So I'm gonna pull the tape off of here. Pull the tape off of here. And off of here. So there goes the unbagging. Now, next up on the list is tear off the tape that's actually on the machine. Here's one right here. Got another one over here. Now it says to remove the foam box at the bottom. So I'm gonna lift this up. There goes the foam box. It says just to pull it out. Oh. So it comes with this little panel right here. Everything is like perfectly stuck in this styrofoam. It's packaged up really, really well. And then this piece right here fell out from the top. It says remove other piece of foam that protects the field lens. So now we took everything out from the machine. a little string hanging right here. This one just says pull down the protector. We'll leave this for right now. I'll remove all this other foam and stuff off of here. And let's open up the rest. All right, here's a little look at some of the stuff that's in here. We got a quick start guide, safety instructions. I'm for sure gonna need that. We have the material pack. This might be sample material to test things out on. And then it comes with this right here. So it looks like everything for the machine. There's the key, screwdriver, slatted panel, lint-free cloth, L-shaped positioning piece, power adapter, power cable, USB cable, and pipe for the exhaust. That's what this right here is. Exhaust with the filter. Says to open here, you just pull this up. Let's see what everything looks like. So far, everything's been packaged up really, really well. And this is also packaged up very, very well. So here's just a look at everything that's inside of this box. We have the pipe, power cables, power inverter. This was the little base plate that's slated, and I'm guessing everything else is underneath here. We'll get into that a little after. Let me unbox this other one now. All right, now we're gonna get into the XTool Safety Pro AP2. This box was bigger than that box. And here we go. Quick start guide. We'll just unbox this thing like we did the other one. Take out all the packing materials. On the last one, I sped it up. I guess I'll just show you guys this in real time. Everything is like perfectly cut foam to package all of this stuff up. It's crazy. Put that to the side. All right, so there's no instructions on this one on how everything kind of pulls out of here. Took that out though. All right, so I'm gonna just grab it with the straps, pick it up, and we're gonna place it over here. I'm guessing it just has to come out like this. We'll set that down like that for now. More packing materials, smoke exhaust pipe, pipe connectors, pipe clamp, power cable, Bluetooth dongle. That's what's in this box right here. Let me move all this stuff out the way so we can finish doing this. All right, so the plan is to unbag this thing, but then it's gonna land right here next to the desk. So we have all of this space to work with the actual laser. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I'm gonna take out these Velcro straps. Just like so. Pull these out. Once again, this thing was packaged up really well. Cut the tape off of this. And unbag this. And this thing is on wheels. So after I take everything out, I'm gonna follow these instructions. I'm gonna put it on the ground and get it set up. All right, so here's everything. I'm looking for the power cable right now. Bingo. Power cable, hose, clamp, pipe connectors, everything needed in here. Also, this little wireless Bluetooth dongle here. All right, so while I have this up on the table, the instructions right here says take the door off. So that's what this thing was. It came off separate already. And then it says to take out the filters one by one. Do not remove the cyclone above filter 1. So the one that doesn't have a bag, this cyclone one, you're not supposed to touch it whatsoever, but then you're supposed to remove all the filters out of their protective bags and then install the filters back properly. When I read the instructions here, the instructions say to take out all the filters out of their bags, and then when you put them back in, you have to put 5 back in first, and then you work backwards, going back to put all of them in. So we're gonna do that right now. So there goes one. Just gonna put them back here. Guess it's kind of hard to pull these straps with the bag, but it is a snug fit. Number 3. And the last one, number 5. So now I'm gonna remove the bags and then put them all back in. Number 4 goes back in. Like I said, it's a really snug fit, but for a filter, it's supposed to be a snug fit. Number 3. Number 3 was probably the heaviest one so far. Here we go, number 2. All right, we got them all put in place. Take the door. And it's just like a magnet. Door is back on. Now I'm gonna put this down on the ground so we could get it in place to hook up all the hoses. So like I said, the filter is going down here. It's on wheels. We're gonna put it right there. Hose is gonna attach to here. Move the laser over. Give us some space to work. All right, so I had to call an audible here. We had this on the outside of the desk, but the power cord was a little too short to reach that far to where the outlet is. So I moved it here, kind of right underneath here. It's good for the exhaust hose. I just connected that right now. So the exhaust hose is connected to the filter now. Now we just need to set everything up. All right, so now we're connecting the touchscreen controller and the power. So here's the touchscreen controller. Judging by this, it goes far corner. That's right here. And then you screw this on. That's connected. Now we got to do the power, and that's on the other side here. Send this underneath here. Connect that just like that. And then the power cord goes on to the other side of the power supply. So we're gonna plug that into there. And this goes into the outlet. All right, there it is. You've seen me pull this thing out of the box, everything that comes with it, getting it situated here on my desk, even having to call an audible in the middle because the setup wasn't what I was expecting, but it's also not horrible. Lasers ready to go, air filters ready to go, hoses are connected, power's connected. Now in the next video, what I'm gonna show is the full setup from creating the account to driving the XTool platform, showing all the ins and outs to start laser burning my way to success. Now, if you already own a laser, let me know what kind of laser you have. I know there's gonna be a lot of people out there like, yo, why didn't you get this laser? Why didn't you get this one? Or you should have got a bigger one and blah, blah, blah. You see what my space is looking like. I don't have room for a bigger one. I don't have a need for a bigger one. 2, why did I choose XTool over all the other lasers on the market? To me, XTool seems the most user-friendly, and there's tons of support already online now. I like getting into equipment that already has support built in, ready to go, meaning there's other content creators using the same stuff to help you troubleshoot stuff. So I always like going with what's popular, because if I run into a jam, I can always go to YouTube and troubleshoot any issues I have. I'm hoping to bring some of my knowledge around this thing to the YouTube space also, but as of now, I'm a novice, man. I'm a beginner when it comes to the laser. I'm just getting my feet wet. I can't wait to start using this thing. So I hope you guys are down to take this journey with me. Shout out to All American Print Supply. That's where I picked up this laser. That's where I picked up the filter. That's who I'm gonna lean on for help. They made the process very easy for myself. So if you have any questions about anything you've seen in this video right here, please let me know in the comments. If you wanted to, you can always follow me on Instagram, Big Brando TV. That's probably where you'll see me using this thing a lot more, because that's where I post my day-to-day whenever I'm working in the shop. Anything I'm doing in the shop, I'm recording and posting on Instagram. So once again, my Instagram is Big Brando TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.